Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with the Hangout and Highlight session. I'm so excited to have Coach Jeff Heggie on with us. Great guy. Oh, man, has done some great things. And he has a new project that's out. And so I wanted to make sure that we highlight him on the Success Chronicles and show him some love and support. But first off, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out on the Success Chronicles.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chip. I appreciate the opportunity. And it's always a good time if I can hang out with you. So this is great.
Yes, sir. It's always a treat when the good guys get to meet, right?
That's right.
Let's dive into it. Well, hey, let me go back. Let me tell you a little funny about myself. Man, when you got on, I was expecting you to be by the pool. You do your video.
We could make that flip. We could just go out there right now.
Man, I was like, man, I need some of that calm and peace, like on his video. And so you guys know, like his video, he does awesome inspirational videos, and a lot of them he does outside by the pool, and it's cool stuff. So that's why I said when we got on the day, man, I was expecting to be out at the pool this morning.
Being a Canadian living down here in Arizona, I got to take advantage of that anytime I can.
I hear you, man. Well, let's dive into it. Share with us, a little bit about your background so people have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Absolutely. Thanks. So yeah, like I said, I am Canadian. I moved down here to Arizona in 2016. Been an entrepreneur all my life. Started in 2005, started a manufacturing company that I ran for 16 years. Had a lot of opportunities to work with different entrepreneurs at different levels, coaching them and consulting and whatnot. But sports have been my passion all my life, growing up playing all the different sports from basketball to hockey, football, baseball, rodeo, everything. Had an opportunity. I was a professional rodeo cowboy for a long time, and I've got about 20 years of coaching basketball at different levels. And through that whole process, whether I was working with entrepreneurs or I was working with athletes, mindset was such an important part of what we were doing. And as I got to study it more and more, that's how I got connected with Tami Matheny, who coincidentally introduced us, I believe. And that's how we got connected. But Tami and I just started doing some things together. And eventually I was running, she has a book called The Confident Athlete. I was running a program, a 12-week program called The Confident Athlete. And we came together on that and created a membership program where the Confident Athlete program, where we've got an online program, we do some live coaching and a bunch of different things. And it's just been awesome. And then it was a while back, she has written, I think she had 5 books under her belt, and she came to me and said, I'm writing another book, a follow-up to my first Challenger Deep book, but this one I want to focus on stories of athletes overcoming adversity. Would you write it with me? And of course, that was such an honor for her to ask me that. And so I jumped on board, and we just released Challenger Deep Athletes Rising Above Adversity. So it's been an awesome journey.
I know I'm trying to figure out my mute here. That's so neat. Such a cool journey. And I love hearing, more about your background. So I think, as you hear your background, I think we're the sum total of all of those things that we encounter in our life, right? And all of those things that you've been blessed to achieve and experience, it's taught you some valuable lessons that now you can in turn use those and share those with others.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was one of the things, as I when I first started coaching athletes and entrepreneurs, I looked at a lot of the coaches that I had had, and I don't just mean team coaches like in a sport. I mean, doing the individual
Yeah.
coaching and whatnot, and the ones that were writing books and stuff, and they all had these stories, and a lot of it was how they overcame adversity and how they rose above. And I remember at one point thinking, what, that's my struggle, is I don't have that big adversity, that big story. Well, when you put it out there to the world that you need that failure, they definitely come. And so I've definitely had my opportunities to fail in a lot of different aspects since then. And I had an opportunity. I was sitting down with an athlete just 2 days ago, um, who is he rodeos. And so I could really relate to him very, very well, because some of the things that he was talking about and some of the struggles he was having. And that's one of the things I love about sports. I mean, the whole premise behind this book is we all will face adversity, and it's
It
how
don't matter
we
who you are.
choose. It doesn't matter who you are. And
Yep.
but it's how you choose to respond to that adversity that really determines who you're going to become. And the thing I love about sports is you've got to face adversity every day. You face failure every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's in games. You've got to learn how to deal with failure every single day, because
Yes, sir.
things are happening so fast in that sport, whether it's losing a game or a bad play or whatever it is. There's always something happen that helps you learn those skills that are going to help you throughout your life.
So, so true. I think, and then the next phase of that, it teaches you, because I believe that reps make you better, and it teaches you every situation. It gives you an opportunity to become better, right? And it develops your mindset, and then you get to a place in your life to where you like, okay, come on, failures, let's go. I'll hit you in the mouth, right? Like
That's
you're
exactly
looking,
right. That's
like you're
exactly right.
looking, you're looking forward to those failures, because you know on the other side of that uncomfort, on those tough things, is where your maximum growth lies.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? And that's, in my mindset journal with my mindset questions. That's the
Yeah.
second question I have people go through every single morning is, what are you going to do today to step outside of your comfort zone? Because
Mm,
when you step out of your comfort zone, it's so hard at the time. But then the next time you do that thing, it's easier. The next time it's easier. So if you're looking for those opportunities to step out of your comfort zone every day, your confidence level's growing
yeah.
tremendously. And it's just like what you're saying, you're looking for those failures. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. And, you know, it's you hear it all the time from elite athletes or
Mhm.
elite at anything in their field. If you want to become better, you've got to put yourself in a position where you're competing against those that are better than you. If you're the best one in the gym, you've got to find a new gym, because you're not going to
Yeah.
grow. You've got to look for ways that you can go and get beat. You can go and improve.
Love that. That's so true. And that's really the only way to get better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, talk to us a little bit more about the book, kind of some of the premises. I know you mentioned, like Tammy breaking it down and those kind of things, but why should the viewers and listeners go check the book out? How will it be beneficial to them?
You know, there's a few things I really like about it. Is one, it's short, easy reads. It's 30 different
Hmm.
stories of real athletes who have faced adversity at different levels and how they overcame it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are stories. We've got a story about Seabiscuit, we've got a story about Babe Ruth, athletes and situation that people are aware of. And then there's other ones that were personal interviews that I had the opportunity to do, like Tyson Durfee, world champion, and how he built his confidence through preparation, and, sharing some of those stories with people that I've had the opportunity to actually talk to. And then the cool part, and this is a reflection of what Tammy did in her first Challenger Deep book, is at the end of every single story, there's an opportunity to, we say, okay, here's the summary of what we just talked about in the story. Here's the things we want you to consider. Here's some of the things how we want you to implement these. And then here's some ways you can expand on it so that you can actually have some action steps that not just, oh, that was a feel good story. You know, Michael Jordan did this and yeah, I feel good about reading that. And no, it's like, okay, now you've read that story, you get the concept. How are you going to actually apply it to your life? And the cool thing about this is, and Tammy's done this tremendously with some of the teams she works with. She's got coaches that give every one of their players a copy of the book, and then each player, whether it's each practice or each week, they'll say, okay, this is the story that I read this week, and this is what I got out of it. This is how it's going to help me, and this is how I think it impacts our team. And as they go through it as a team, it really changes their whole mindset on how to face adversity and how to kind of get to that next level. So it's a great resource for individuals, even if you're not an athlete, but individuals, teams, coaches. It's just a great resource to actually look at these stories and know how to implement them.
So good. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to share with the audience where they can go follow you, check you out, and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
Yeah, thank you. Well, first of all, again, it's Challenger Deep, Athletes Rising Above Adversity. And the cool thing about those resources, even if you don't have the book, go to confidentathleteprogram.com/Challenger Deep, and you can get all those resources that I was talking about. But my website is jeffheggie.com. Most prevalent on Instagram, which is Jeff Heggie Coaching. And yeah, love to work with people, love to have them share their stories about what they learned from the book and how it helped them. And then, like I said earlier, Tami and I run the Confident Athlete Program, which is confidentathleteprogram.com.
So good. Well, there it is again. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come on and discuss, your project. I wish you the best of luck with it and rooting for you.
Thank you, Chip. Love it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.